Since the early 1990s, we've had over 15 major changes to how federal student loans work, or one every 2 years. That means that most college students have the rules change on them between when they start their freshman year and when they walk across the stage at graduation. Student loans may be the most dynamic and rapidly changing area of personal finance. In recent years, since COVID, has been an absolute roller coaster for student loan borrowers. So today, I'm going to give you an update on the current status of the most recent repayment plan, the SAVE plan, and what borrowers need to know to make sure that they're doing everything they should. Let's start by taking a step back and looking at what happened in 2020. During the pandemic, the federal government put all student loans on forbearance, which meant that there were no required payments and there was no interest accrued. The original forbearance was only supposed to last a couple months as a temporary relief effort. However, it got pushed back multiple times until in 2023, the Department of Education finally announced a restart of payments. In the meantime, back in July of 2023, the Department of Education announced the new SAVE plan, which is a new student loan repayment plan that's essentially designed to make it where all the other plans should be obsolete. It takes the best of all the different plans and makes it all into one. If you'd like to know more about the SAVE plan, you can check out our other video that goes into the specific details of that plan. So that brings us to 2024. This year, a number of states have brought lawsuits against the Department of Education. And most recently, back in July, the Eighth Circuit Court placed a stay on the Department of Education operating the SAVE plan. So the SAVE plan has at least temporarily been shut down. So what does that mean for student loan borrowers? The Department of Education has announced that all borrowers that were on the SAVE plan have been placed in forbearance. Unlike the COVID forbearance, this is not going to count as monthly payments towards any of the income-driven repayment plans or towards public student loan forgiveness. Now, naturally, the Department of Education is appealing this ruling, and what we're probably going to see is a court battle that's going to go all the way up to the Supreme Court. So we're not going to have a final resolution to this until the Supreme Court has a chance to rule. So what does this all mean for student loan borrowers? Well, first, if you're on any of the plans other than the SAVE plan, so that means if you're on the standard repayment plan, extended, graduated, or any of the income-driven repayment plans, nothing changes for you. Your payments will still be on time. You'll still make the normal loan payments that your plan currently calls for. If you're on the SAVE plan, you're going to have to wait this one out, unless you decide to move over to a different income-driven repayment plan. The Department of Education has a PDF that you can fill out and file to change to a different income-driven repayment plan if you'd like to. To do that, you want to go to studentaid.gov, and up at the very top, they're going to have an announcement bar that says, click here, fill out this PDF to apply for a different income-driven repayment plan. Currently, the only way to get credit for the current months towards any sort of income-driven repayment or public student loan forgiveness is to change over to a different plan other than the SAVE plan. We won't have any more information on what's going to be the final resolution of the SAVE plan again until the Supreme Court finally rules on it. So your major takeaways here are: one, if you're not on the SAVE plan, if you're on any other plan, things continue for you as normal. Two, if you're on the SAVE plan, your repayment plan is currently being fought over in the federal courts, which means that all of your payments are on hold, no interest is accruing. Three, if you're trying to earn income-driven repayment forgiveness, or if you're trying to get public student loan forgiveness, you may want to look at changing to a different income-driven repayment plan that has payments that would qualify.